Okay. Okay, let's get started. First off, welcome. If you're watching, happy Moon Day. Uh, Today's mission is Apollo 18. My goal is to land. I can't remember the name of the crater, but there's a riddle next to it. But we're going to the moon. Probably just going to land wherever just because I want to. I was originally planning on doing Apollo 18, but we'll do final verification. Run it. Alright, set content warning to normal. Turn this off and then back to both. And put that back to down to ACK. GDC align. Set that to 1. Why is this? I'm getting like no sound out of my headphones. I don't know what's going on. One moment. 162.90.0. 168. 81. 355. 162. 90. 0. Okay, there we go. Safe. Off. Let's be off. Main bus battery tied to AC on. AC on. GPI on. 7, 8, 9, 8 to auto, on, 8, 7, 8, off. Open, open, open. Open, 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 open. Hey, service module, RCS, secondary fuel, pressure. Indicating 192 to 207, yes. No change. No change. And no change. Close, 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 close. Oh, wrong one. Open, 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 open. Okay. All right. Enter. All right. Main bus B, main bus A, main E, B, main B, main A, main A, main B, main A, main B, main B, main A at T minus 15 minutes. Okay. I don't know why there's no sound going on, and that's kind of bothering me. But we're just going to keep going with this as it is right now. And right about there, that's good enough. C has 37 volts, that's thereabouts. Main A, high scale to 5x5. Main A slash main B, pitch rate 1, pitch rate 1, pitch rate 1. Radio check. Read you 5x5. Perfect. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Another radio check. And we got another 5x5. Perfect. Roger that. Auto on. Off. Main A, main B. T minus 10 minutes. Okay. T minus 8 minutes 30 seconds. Alright, and then at 4 minutes and 10 seconds, these lights should turn on. And so we'll just time warp up to that point. Alright, those lights turned on. Still not getting any noise. T minus 4 minutes. verb 7.5. And then we come over here because this is where we got the tape recorder. Oh wait, hold on. There's that tape recorder. Forward. 2 minutes 15 seconds. One minute 15 seconds. Minus 1 minute. Pad comms off. T minus 45 seconds. Push button and to align. Push button align. Go. Perfect. Clear, and now we go back and hit the boost one. It's the lift off light. Curious as to why my thing isn't playing any sound. There's no sound. We got lift-off light. That's go. Clock is running. Clock is counting. Verify program 11. Yes. And plus 42 seconds, mode 1 Bravo. That was a lot of flashing. What was that? That's it. Okay, we got lights, mode 1 Bravo. They're decreasing. I think this is cabin pressure. What is that light that's flashing? Why is there no sound? Hold on, I'm gonna end up restarting this because I think I need to relaunch it with my headphones plugged in, because that might be what's going on. Because that's frustrating. I really like the sound. Okay. Let me actually look up more information about Apollo 18. There it goes. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, we're going to try and go to Copernicus crater. Which is that nice big crater about center stage of the moon. and see what we can accomplish. So, really fast, let's get everything set up. We're going to do final verifications. This needs to go to normal, to off, and then put it back to both. Nope, that was over here. And this down to ACK. Press the GC align down to 1. Attitude set 162.90, 0, 168. 81. 355. 162. 90. And 0. Down to rate command, down, up, down, GPI, on, 7, 8, 9, 8, auto, 7, 8, 7, 8, off, off, and back to auto. Turn these off, and back up to 1/2. CMC on, GC align, roll off. Selector on 1, attitude set, back to CMC, selector on 1/2, set, delta V, object 1 on, open. Alright, 192 to 207 on the lower end, but good. 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 Close. Open. Okay. Now that that's done, we do our launch preparations. Verb 3701, enter. MNB, MNA, MNB, MNB, MNA, MNA, MNB, MNA, B, B, A. And now we wait to T minus 15 minutes. Okay. 15, right about there. Bat C, it's about 37 volts, yep. And we swing it all around to back at A. Put this at 5x5, up, down, 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 radio check, good radio check, good radio check. All right. ADS on auto. Off. Okay, now we wait until T-minus 10 minutes. And T-minus 8 minutes 30 seconds. Alright. And then at 4 minutes 10 seconds we should have the lights turn on. These lights right here will turn on. Three, two, one, mark. Lights on. Good to go. T-minus 4 minutes. Verb 7.5, but don't press enter. Yep, we're in program 2. Two minutes 15 seconds. Primary glycol to bypass. And then 1 minute 15 seconds. It's going to be Buzz's job. On. And then at T-minus 1 minute. Pad comms off. At 45 seconds, we align the GDC. You'll be able to see all of those. All right, GDC aligned. We're good to go. We can get ready for boost. Alright, at T-minus 0 seconds, in about 20 seconds here. These lights, we're going to have this light down here turn on. Then, these lights will all shut off, indicating that those engines are running. Then, we're going to run into program 11 on the computer. So, lights are out. Liftoff lights on. Clock has started, and we're in program 11. At 42 seconds, we're going to be in mode 1 Bravo. Mode 1 Bravo is an abort mode, basically an off-the-pad abort mode. Once we're in that, we can begin the propellant dump on the, or not really a propellant dump, but get ready for that in case of an abort, I believe. I don't know what that flashing is. I think it might be these lights. But we're in mode 1 Bravo. And we need to make sure that our cabin pressure is decreasing. Cabin pressure. Here is our suit, our cabin pressure. I think our cabin pressure is also indicated up here. No. Cabin pressure doesn't seem to be working yet. Anyway. And at 1 minute 54 seconds, we're in mode 1 Charlie. 1 Charlie, just like Mode 1 Bravo, is another abort situation. This just tells the astronauts which checklist they need to perform in the instance of an abort. So if I were to go back here and look at, so we've done 1 Bravo, and now we're getting ready for 1 Charlie. This would be the checklist that we would do in that situation. This also tells them 1 Charlie, EDS off, and we have engine out, switch off, and launch vehicle rates off. Inboard cutoff, light 5 out. That'll be at 2 minutes 16 seconds, so in about 2 seconds here, this light will be out. That means the inboard engine has cut off. Light, verify liftoff light is out. Liftoff light is out. Outboard cutoff at 2 minutes 39 seconds. So the other 5 engines will cut off, and then those lights will all shut off as the S2 stage takes over from the S1C. The S1C is the kerosene and liquid oxygen. There's those lights off, and all lights are off. Now all the engines went off, and now we've got 5 good engines. We're on 5 J2 engines powered by liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. And it's liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen until we're back into the command module after transpedition and docking. So we have staging, 3 minutes 15 seconds. In about 5 seconds, tower's going to jettison, and we'll be able to see outside. If that doesn't happen, there's a button in here that we can... and we have tower jettison. So I can throw these 2 switches right here. And that is good. And put that down to rate command. Swap over to Michael's seat and put that up to idle. And then up until T plus 6 minutes into the flight, it's just keep an eye on everything and proceed. Got a nice view of the Earth out the window. Our altitude now should be, I can't quite see our altitude right now. I think it's one of these numbers here, but I can't quite fully remember. Either way, everything seems to be going smoothly as we have 2 perfectly aligned GDCs, and then at T plus 6 minutes, we can continue the checklist. Should probably take my protein pill and put my helmet on. It's a little late for that now, but you know what? I don't care. All right. So, T plus 5 minutes. All systems go. We are go on electrical. All systems go here. We are go on environmental. Clock is running at T plus 5 minutes. All systems still go. About 30 seconds now. Okay. Now this stage isn't going to get us all the way into orbit. It's going to just leave us just a little short. It'll be the S4B. inboard engine cutoff, just like on the S1C. The S2 will have inboard engine cutoff. That is to manage both pogo and the amount of G's that the vehicle puts onto the astronauts and the vehicle. So this inboard engine light 5 will cut off. And then shortly after that, all the remaining lights, well, this light will turn on. That means that the engine is off. But once those lights are all turned on, that means all of those engines have shut off. And then the S4B will take over. The S4B will end up firing twice. Once to get us into low Earth orbit, a little more than 100 nautical miles above the surface. And then the second ignition will be to push us all the way out to the moon. Should everything work out here today, we'll have a beautiful landing at Copernicus crater on the surface of the moon. Little shiver there. Got a little cold in my house. And we have inboard cutoff. And in a few seconds, we should have the remaining 4 engines shut themselves off. Once again, that's to manage our thrust to weight ratio, so that way we're not putting too much pressure on the astronauts. Go at 8 minutes. And then S4B will take over for the remainder of this for the remainder of the flight to get us into orbit, and then eventually we'll make our way out to the moon. Mode 4, that's another abort mode 4. We got cutoff and ignition. Felt that one. So this is mode 4 capability. These will be the steps that we would have to go through. I believe mode 4 is an abort to orbit. This is a situation where something has failed and we use what's left of our spacecraft to get ourselves into orbit, and then plan a re-entry and a return to Earth from there. Shouldn't be too much longer of a burn until we get all the way into low Earth orbit, and then from there we'll make our we'll complete a few other checklists. We're gonna do, after boost, we'll do the status checks, and then the translunar injection. So, all systems remain go. Beautiful views of the Earth outside. Go at 10 minutes. Okay. Go at 11 minutes. And we have cutoff. Alright. Key release. 37, enter. 0, 0, enter. Verb 66, enter. Verb 45, enter. Running program 00. Verb 48. R1 3 1 1 0 2. Verb 21 plus 3 1 1 0 2. And there we go. All right, we are now in low Earth orbit. I'm actually going to set FDA1 to orbit rate and set it to Earth. So that way we can kind of get an idea of which way we're facing. 0 is of course going to be prograde, and 180 is going to be retrograde. So what we need to do now is we will run our status check. Although I expect we need to do that off, 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 off. Pull that out, out, off. I gotta remember how to actually control that. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yep, I got good views out of it. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna skip that one right now because I just want to do this one. Content and warming operational checklist. Test, hold. Lamp test. Hold. Master alarm, power button light on. Content and warning lights on, and lamp test to hold. Panel 1, light out. Or panel 2, left hand content and warning lights out, and the master alarm power button light out on. Roger. Panel 2, right hand content and warning lights on, lamp test, release. Light out, lights are out. Panel 2. This is a big 2 on it, don't it? Content and warning CSM to command module. Master alarm power button light tone on. Light push. Tone out. Yep. Master warning CSM to command module. Light out. Both out. Alright. That's done. Service module RCS. Monitoring check. On that one. Service module RCS helium. Talkback is gray. Helium 1. Yep. Service module RCS primary propellant talkback is all gray. Yep. Secondary propellant, all gray. And select that on A from each data point below. ABC. Service module RCS package temperature indicating 115 to 175 degrees. Yes. Package temperature. Yep. Check. B, C, D. Helium pressure indicates record helium pressure is at about 4,000 psi each. Yes. Tank indicator record. It is about alright. Propellant quantity record. It's about 100%. Indicates 178 to 207 psi. That is correct. Secondary fuel open, 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 open. Monitoring check. Alright. Now command module. RCS check. Both gray. Alright, so the talk recs for the command module. RCS propellant talk pack, both gray. And module RCS propellant talk pack, both. Barber pole and gray. Helium temperature indicates 60 to 90 degrees. Check. Helium pressure 4100. Yep. And manifold pressure 80 to 105. Yep. Check. From command module monitoring check. EPS Cryo PSI check. Cryo, where's the cryo check? Oh. Cryogenic hydrogen. Indicate both 225. Fuel cell hydrogen 225 to 260. Yep, O2 indicates 865 to 935. Where is that at? You'd think it'd be over here. I mean, they're both in the green. All of these are in the green. I'm going to assume that that's good. Try O2. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's good. O2 pressure 865 to 935. Yep. H2 quantity indicate both record 100%. O2 quantity is 100%. System test. Liquid hydrogen 4. Oh, system test left hand 4. Okay. I don't have any indication. Right hand. Oh, there it is. 4A battery compartment. Yeah, system 4B. Okay, yep. Perform EPS cryo. EPS. GC, pre-thrusting, thrusting. EPS, EPS, EPS. Here it is. PSI quantity check. Oh, that's what I just did. Okay. FC power plant check. Reactant talkbacks, all gray, yep. Manual step. Between 1, 2, and 3 for each. H2 flow indicating 0.03 to 0.15, yep. O2 flow indicating 0.25 to 1.2, check. Skin temperature between 390 and 450, check. And 150 to 175, yes. All of that doesn't change, all of that hasn't changed. pH high, talkback gray. pH high, nope, nothing, no issues there. Talkback, temperature low, talkback gray. Fuel cell radiator temperature low is barber pole. How do I fix that? I think I just need to get that going. Alright, amperage check. FC1 and 2. MNA, main bus A. Talkback is gray. Check. Fuel cell talkback. Fuel cell 3, main bus A. Talkback is barber pole. Yes. Fuel cell 1 and 2, main bus B. Talkback barber pole. Correct. And main bus 3 is gray. Alright, indicators FC1. Indicates main A. Indicates 26 to 31. Alright, DC volts. 2, 3. Check. Main bus A, B, DC volts indicate 26.5 to 31. Check. Indicates battery A. Indicate 31 to 38. B. And bat C is about 38. It's alright. And amps is less than 3. Yeah. It's 3.4 to 4.1 volts DC, battery relabeled. If lunar module power, command service module. Higher about A and B, 36.5 to 37.5. That's at about 40, but I'm not sure what the cutoff is, but I'm not getting any indications. And put this back onto main A. And I would do the AC voltage check. One, two. AC indicates 100 for AC indicator selector. Bus 1, 2, and that A. Oh, here we go. 0A, 0B, and 0C. Okay. Yeah, make sure that these are all 113 to 117. So let's just okay, perform SPS monitoring check. Okay, SPS monitoring tech. SPS tank indicates, so propellant tank right here indicates plus 45 to plus 75 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 50, 60, 25, 3, 4, 5. It's about right there, yeah. Pressure indicates helium is at 3,900. Yeah, that's about there. N2A at about 2,900. And N2B is at about 2,900. Yep. It's indicator switch helium. Service propulsion system pressure indication switch helium. This is all my bands and everything. $70 to $1. Oh, that might be over here. I think that is good to go. I'm going to assume it is and hope for the best. Oh, hello. Light sun. I think we just went to the dark side. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn those tunnel lights on. That'll help a little bit. Okay. Welcome to orbit. I'm going to go back to command module, checklist. We got ascent status check, system check, sequencer and pyro arm. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is we need to request a burn for our translunar injection. So let's do S4B burn planner. There we go. Alright, so really fast here. Let's just zoom all the way out. Our turn off view. Periloon is at 40 nautical miles. Our return perigee is at 200. I think that is a good one to have. So, anyway, I'm going to go back to F5. Skip attitudes. Roll for separation 180 TLI T minus minute abort pitch 0. Alright. EDS power on. Reference delta V test. EMS optional. Push button align GDC. Okay. Verb 4E. 48. Enter 31102. Yes. Verb 34E to terminate function. Pyro arm. Set DET to 51 minutes. Okay, so first off we need to hit mission timer reset, and we set it to 51 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. All right. Verb 37, enter 15, enter. Zero 0633, get talkback 6 hours, minutes, seconds. 0 hours, 34 minutes, 45 seconds. Roger. I guess we hit proceed. VC0, delta V, feet per second, 104.39, no, 10,439 feet per second. So you know what I'm going to do? Increase. Oh wait, you know what? Or does this only go up to 1,000? Oh. Alright. Why is it burning? Stop, 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 stop! Why are we burning? Stop! Why did it start burning right away? It told me that it was going to start in 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't understand. I think I'm going to stop